Hello everybody, my name is Gothic Lord UK. Welcome to the demo for This Ain't Poker, You Joker. This is the splash screen. This is what we get when we load up. Who are you? Why are you in my carnival? Who are you? What are you talking about? Who let you in here? I let myself in, you joker. You dare call me a joker? I'm a jester, you fool. Just for that, I'm keeping you in here forever. Fine, if you can make 1 billion coins, I'll let you out. That'll be easy. I'm great at poker. What? This ain't even poker, you joker. Good luck. Lester's ledger, currently 0. Total 0 of 1 billion. Upgrades. Add card. Right, I'm just going to draw a card then, I guess. High card, 25 coins. High card, 22 coins. So it's 20... No, I don't even know what the running here. High card, 26. Upgrades, 1 available. So, it's an incremental game. Card clicker, and 33% more from manual hand flips. And add card 2. Add another card to the hand. Costs 45. Ah. Alright, still high card. Still high card. Another upgrade available, but... Let's... How much is it going to take to get all to 5 cards? Because if we can get 5 cards, we can start doing things that aren't high card. 106, 142, 38. Right. Now we have 5 card hands. We get a pair. That's huge. Another pair. Another pair. 3 of a kind, 3,500. Right, we must be able to buy tons for that then. Requires card clicker 3. Okay, card clicker 3 is done. It's a real creepy version of the circus music in the background. Auto flip. Automatically flip every hand you own every 6 seconds. Add a new deck you can draw cards from and hand to draw cards to. Reduce the flip time by 1 second. Auto flip 300,000. Good grief. Okay, so we now have 2 hands that we can play. Obviously, we want that to increase to more cards as soon as possible. Pair, high card pair. Get that to a 5 card hand. Alright, now, can we... I guess it's just going to be more upgrades. Is that a 3rd deck? It is, okay. What I want to do is start manipulating how the cards in the deck sit. Reduces time in between auto flips. Unlock earning rate per second for each hand. In addition, unlock the stats clipboard which shows you statistics about your hands. Flipper, earn 20% more money from auto hand flips. In addition, unlock auto bonus on each hand. High cards give 700% more. Alright, so high cards are good, pairs are good. What's this? Earn 10% more from auto flips. Out of 100? I thought it was out of 10. Alright, so it's still pretty slow on the auto flips. I want to see what like a flush can earn me or something. That's not helpful. So, we're increasing our earning, but I want to find some way to like really pop off, you know? 50k for this. The equations or the flips are still going on in the background while we're on this screen, which is nice. Freedom, you can now zoom and drag the camera to adjust your viewport. Okay. So we're going to get even more hands, presumably. Increase max hand size to 6 will mean it's easier to make 3 of a kind in all other hands effectively. High cards give 1400% more. Pairs give more. 2 pairs give more. 3 of a kind. Pair. Why would I need to zoom in that much? I wouldn't. Just a case of where do we decide to commit our cash, you know? Oh. Okay. It's not how I was expecting that to go, but makes sense, I guess. Right, we want to increase the cards on those as fast as we can. I appreciate being able to pan around, but I'd also like if I could lock the camera so that it's not just doing this as I click around too frantically. So this is going to keep upgrading to, yeah, 4 of a kind, full house, flushes, etc. What do we have over here then? Unlock exploration expeditions, allowing the discovery of otherworldly new cards. Interesting. Increase max hand size to 6. I guess we want to get as many hands going as possible, as fast as possible. The other question is, I'm sure this is the demo, not the full release. So where does what we're looking at diverge into a full release version of this? Is like a question of these things that I always have. Because yeah, it's definitely marked as demo on Steam. High cards give more. I want... Right, let's do this calculator thing. Where's that? Stats. Top hands, stats by hand played. We've made no straights, but we have made flushes, which is a statistical unlikelihood. Right, what's that? 140k. Where is our money best spent? $128k will get there pretty swiftly. We also want to increase that to be stronger high cards, or more likely to be not high card, rather. Full house. One full house is worth like 8 high cards, which is not worthwhile to us at all. Right, increase our auto flips a bunch. How low is this going to go, though? Is what I still can't imagine, like, having... What would it get to? A couple of 100 hands? Maybe, like, 50. But I was expecting kind of the 10 to be the max here. Just keep buying everything as it appears. And then we should try and make sure these get to their 5th card, but that's 189,000. So the higher the card, the higher the hand number, the higher the cost to increase the value of those hands played. So 256 gives us our max number of decks for now. So it seems. Click more, click faster. 300k available. Unlock exploration things. Where can I do that? Oh, that's these. Alright, let's go. Start an exploration expedition. Cost 100k. Currently out on exploration. We'll be back in 4 minutes. Right, 256k for our last hand. Let's work up to that. Yeah, I wish I could lock the screen. I guess I'll just tap from top to bottom rather than bottom to top to try and keep the screen from flailing around too much. A flush for 61k. Alright, there's our last hand. Unlock the ability to view the deck being drawn from for each hand. 350k requires Explorer. Alright. 83k to get you to 5 cards. Let's get you to 5 cards, then you can actually play flushes and straights and stuff. See the green on that. Come on. Progressing. We'll see what that happens with that over time. I guess we'll get more explorations going because the sooner we start them, the sooner they're going to finish, and that's to our benefit, I assume. $190k. Fast auto flips. More for 3 of a kind. 350 for that. Soundtrack's giving me Don't Starve Together vibes. There's like something in that amount of the piano and the chords and sound. Don't know what I just clicked there, but I did. 4 of a kind, 2 pair, 3 of a kind. Bit of a lucky streak. Increase max hand size to 6. 300 million? Holy. Add another card, add another card. These ones are the cheap ones, I guess. To get up to 6 cards to make things like flushes all the more likely. Do we have... Oh, we do have settings. I'm gonna bring the music down slightly. Some more variety in the soundtrack would not hurt. You go to 6 cards. Right, let's get ready for this to happen. Let's see what's going on. 35 seconds. Right, 300k. 17 seconds on this. Straight. 2 pair. Another 2 pair. Click to choose the expedition result. Oh. Choose a card to add to the deck. A 5 of spades. Or a 2, 3, 4, and 5 of hearts and diamonds. Simple choice there. So that's going to make straights and flushes up there much more likely, you have to imagine. Otherwise, down here, things have been happening. 887k. Unlock the ability to view the deck being drawn from for each hand. Okay, so that's that. Makes sense. We're sitting on about 800k. We can see the expedition result of this one. 6 through 9, obviously. We've gained 5.1 million out of the billions so far. Then down here, how much for the high cards? 160, 600, 2.6 million. Sheesh. Alright, those are still going to take some time. So 100k for that. Choose result. 3 of diamonds and spades epics. Increases value of hand this card is scored in by 6x. Sure. Jack and 10 of diamonds. Take none of those. I only want better stuff, not equal bland stuff. I also wonder, should I be increasing these like at every opportunity I get? But then it becomes the question of like, what do you prioritize? That's lovely. Like, there's some twisted part of my brain that wants to know, could you make, like, rather than buying more hands with this, could you do one hand and just make that one deck obscenely good? Like, would it take longer in the early game but be faster in the late game? Probably not, but I'd be intrigued. Start an expedition, start an expedition, start an expedition. What's next down here then? Destroyer. Unlock destruction expeditions, allowing you to destroy cards in the deck. Explorations offer 3 choices. Opens an expedition result chest now only takes 2 clicks. Exploration expeditions go 9% faster. That's what we want to see. It's one of the things, we've done so many clicks and actions and upgrades and stuff. It feels like I've been playing way longer than just 20 minutes. How much was it to get to 7 card hands? 300 million. And we've got 1 million in the bank. wish I could see what the cheapest option thing was. Right, get my expeditions done faster. Go on an expedition. I'm going to stick my expeditions to just the top 6 decks, because the lower ones are going to be more expensive to manipulate over time, I think. 6 of hearts, increased value by 6x, or 5, 6, 7, 8 of clubs. Give me that. There must be some kind of best strategy, but that's the case for every game. You can't know everything going in. Faster flips, faster flips. I wish it was, I guess the ones that we're done with have ticks in them, but I kind of wish it would hide them so that it was easier to distinguish where we should be thinking about spending our funds. Four of a kind, 143,000. That's nice. Start another expedition up there. You're finished. I feel like if we can get a lot of these cards that have multiple values in, straights might become the most valuable varied hand that we can make. $1.2 million in the bank. Destruction expeditions. And some higher scoring. Can I choose what kind of expedition? Oh yeah, choose an expedition to embark on. I think I missed some part of the menu there. Oh, it comes up underneath. Okay. So exploration expeditions are like 5 times the cost. Sorry, destruction expeditions are 5 times the cost of the other ones. Auto bonus flips cost more. That's the state of the deck. This is done. Easy choice. Rare increases the value of hands by 3 to 4, 3 and 4 of hearts. 7 of clubs, uncommon, increases the value of hands. This card is scored in by 1.5x. Take the rare, obviously. Fast auto flips. Pairs give 1,000% more. 2 pairs give 600% more. I mostly just want to buy whatever's like the cheapest thing. Explorations offer 3 cards. I feel like we haven't had like a big power spike in a while, and I would like one. 327k is solid for a single hand. Embark on a destruction expedition for me there. 4 of a kind, lovely. I wonder if you could, if you had like 4 through 8 4 times, or 5 times, could you have 5 of a kind, but also have a straight? Is an interesting question. And do secret hand types exist here like they do in Balatro? Because if you can manipulate the deck, you can manipulate the holdings, you know? Bland. Increase the time in between. Reduced by 1 second. I don't know what the base one even was. Destruction cards offer 3. That's 50 million. Something big happened, I think, because we got several million in a very short period of time there, as far as I can tell. Don't know what hand it would have been to do it, but it felt like we made several million in an instant. So I'm just going to buy that because I can. I really want to get to 300 million to get 7 card hands. I feel like that's going to be a big deal. 5 through 8 or Queen of Diamonds. Give me the 5 through 8. So we've got a 2 through 5, a 5 through 8, and another 5 through 8 of clubs. There's a 4 of a kind for 188k. Let's get those finally getting bigger. Right, give me some big payouts, please. You're finished. Choose a card to add. Obviously, this interesting 9 of clubs. Why would I add a plain boring old thing? I'll take an interesting 3 of hearts. I want expeditions to be really fast and not too expensive so that we can really deck fix our way into absurdity. Right, that's at 6 cards, that's at 5 cards. One more card here for 2.2 million. Alright, that's done and capped out. No idea how big a hand has to be now for the game to warrant shouting about it. Get on a destruction exhibition. Choose a card to remove from the deck. I wish I could see the deck from this screen. Goodbye, 7 of hearts. Alright, well, not the best because we have a lot of straights options in that realm, but it's fine. $300 million's just so much. Just start buying these now. They go up to 100, which is obscene, right? We just keep doing laps. We should hit some cheap ones, some expensive ones. But there's, oh, okay, game. As long as... If we're just earning money faster than I can spend it in this kind of gentle lap. Like, that's only 20k or whatever a hand. Alright, now we must have gotten expensive because we've run out of money for those. Right. Our earnings slowing down in relation to our ability to buy these things. A couple of good straights up there, 500,000 a point. Anyone on expeditions? Right, might as well get all of those out. 300 million still seems so far away. Considering the whole game we've earned 10% of that. I know our earnings are accelerating, but still feels absurd, you know? I just need to remember to look at the deck before taking explorations. Part of me wants to just kind of like leave the game, go do something, and then come back to when I've got like a big pile of money to get a bunch of upgrades with, but I know generally that's not how these things work, because you'll spend that stuff in 3 minutes thereafter. What's cheapest out of these lot? 556, a mil, 3 mil, 2 mil. Yeah, these are not cheap now. 197. Choose a card to burn. I didn't look. 2 of spades. You're gone. Yeah, explorations being faster would also help quite a lot. 4.1 million earned. Faster auto flips. Faster expeditions. Better flushes. The dumb thing is I want some part of my brain to be able to just auto-buy upgrades as they become affordable, but then the game's just playing itself and I'm not doing anything. It's the most auto game ever. Exploration expedition result chests open immediately. That's just trolling. 3 million, we got 2. Yeah, pairs are not worth much to us anymore. 4 of a kind, huge. Alright, that's done. Better 4 of a kinds. Expedition cards offer 4. Destruction expeditions choose 3. Alright, we're getting some good returns. Legendary. Increase value of hands involved by 12x. Uh, 3 through 10. Rare 10. Epic 2. Right, most of these choices seem fairly straightforward. We want 5 through 10s. Well, I'll just take that. $5.6 million. Start getting some more of these in. Alright, spent through that. Well, show me some really daft big hands. Right, that's 50 million, that's absurd, that's 10 million, that's 3.2 million, 2.6. I just don't think the high card upgrades are worth nearly as much as other stuff is to me right now. I know we're going to play high cards most often, probably, but like pairs of like 10k, high cards 3k, whereas straight 2.6 million. Like when you're earning a few thousand versus a few million, the high cards become inconsequential, you know? Especially because with a straight, you have 5 cards that can contribute their bonuses, whereas high card, it has to be the highest card applying the bonus. So I'm going to keep upgrading my straights here. And let's get more people on expeditions. These expeditions are relatively cheap comparatively, it seems. I assume they get more expensive the more of them you do, but that does not seem bad. Straight, 700k. I don't think we've seen a straight flush yet, at least that I've seen. I guess we can check our stats here. We've played 1 straight flush and scored 4 million off of it. 4 of a kinds and straights are where most of our money is earned in average hands, but we've earned most from high cards just because we've played the most high cards. There's the straight flush we earned 4 million off of. Straight, 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 straight. Yeah, so I would not mind seeing more straights. Let's do some more of these. Is there anything weird hiding down here that we should kind of note? Please help, missing. Did I do that? I did do that. I just don't think it impacts us at all, but maybe there is something down here that impacts us, you know? Some secret money generator down here or something. Creepy. Still, in that time, we managed to score another near 10 million while I was just distracting myself. That's just settings. Faster auto flips, faster expeditions. 2.4 mil, 3.6, 3.7, 7, 3, 3, 1.9. Come on, give me just the biggest straights you've ever seen. It's weird that the upgrade tree stops at 4 of a kind. It doesn't have one for straight flushes. Maybe you get the bonuses for straights and flushes when you play a straight flush? Perhaps. Right, a bunch of our expeditions are about to come in. Right, what do we want? 2 through 8s. Oh, perfect. Here, 2 through 9s. Yeah. 3s and 4s, but mostly doesn't matter. Take a fancy 10. 3 and 5. Stuff down in the wheel area. Skip. We've got 4 through Jack and 4 through Jack. Take a fancy 4. Fancy 2 of diamonds. Three through 6 of diamonds. 3 of hearts. 2 of hearts and spades. 12x multiplier. Bland stuff. 3 through 6, 3x. 6 through 9 of all the suits. I'm going to take all the suits. And while we did that, we accrued 20 million. Let's take one of our speed upgrades. $300 million still seems so far away. You're done, I missed you. 4 through 7, sure. Right, that's nice. So we've scored 100 million out of 1 billion. So we need to do that 100 times more? No, 100 million, 999 million, 1 billion, so 10 times more. But obviously, our scoring rate is accelerating. Fresh round of expeditions, and the thing I kind of like about expeditions is that while we're on them, like doing all the selection bits afterwards, that's time that the auto flipping can just be accruing a bunch of points. 3.7 million for that 4 of a kind. That's nice going. Even more stuff here. %, faster on our expeditions. I must say, it's giving me less of a headache than the one we did recently where we flipped like 450 dice. Remember that one? That was a bit wild. Right, 12 million to spend. Should we do another round of this? They're about $1 million a go now. Right, we can see what our earning rate of any individual deck is. 18k a second on average. But what I really want is how much I'm earning on average over time for everything, so that I can kind of work out a rough spend rate. It's also slightly tedious that it will say like, oh, there's 3 upgrades available, but we can only ever afford 1 of them. But that's fine. Alright, expeditions coming in. Three, 2, 1. What do we want? Anything 2 through 10. Honestly, I'm just gonna take the shiniest looking stuff. And basically just hope that things work out in our favor. That's all card values? That's absurd. Right, 11 million we're sitting on. Exploration cards offer 4 faster flips, higher high cards. Alright, there's not much else in the way of cheap upgrades anymore. Largely we're waiting for big, specific purchases. $1.3 million for that. 340% more from autos. Lots of 2 pairs, lots of 3 of a kinds. I mean, you're more likely to play pairs and 2 pairs, I think, than you are high cards when you're drawing this many cards on any individual hand. Especially with the bonus cards that we've got in play. $3.2 million straight. It's lovely. So 171 million of the billion we need now. Do we think we could accelerate our way to a billion before we've been here for an hour? Is a great question. I guess really we should always be on expeditions. Possibly be doing more with destruction expeditions, not exhibitions. We're not here to see a display of specific goods and antiquities. 4.1 million off of a straight there. Love to see those. I want to see where, like, a big straight where there's like multiple cards at once that all have the big X multipliers, so they multiply each other. I also wonder if I'm doing myself a disservice by doing the extra clicks, because the auto flips get the bonuses. 3.8 million on that straight, times 6. Sitting on 31 million. That is a chunk of change, isn't it? Faster flips. Better straights. We've nearly capped out straights. Another 30 million and we will have. Don't see many flushes. I guess we have more cards that do more numbers than more suits. Because at most you can do 4 suits, whereas at most they can do 13 numbers. Another 30 seconds for the expeditions to come in. Easy take there. Let's start trying to get all these to 20. Oh, done. Lovely. 21. Yeah, we just need big hands. 3 of a kind. Flush. 400k. Fancy queen. Fancy 10. 5 through 6. 5 through 8. 6 through 7 with multiplier. Fancy 6. 7 and 8. All of the numbers. Right, 9 available. Fast expeditions again. It says faster, but I'm not sure how fast is. 600k 3 of a kind. Still haven't played a Royal Flush. Haven't been offered the notion of doing a 5 of a kind yet. I wonder if it defaults to just whatever hand would score most if you've got enough wild cards to do a straight and a 4 of a kind or whatever. $30 million for straights. Almost never see a full house. Mostly don't expect to, I think. Given the way the cards draw. Three of a kind for 100k up at the top. 700k straight, straight. Another straight. A 1.5 million flush. $500k 2 pair, not bad. 500k 3 of a kind. Straight for 700k. If we could just get most hands scoring 1 million, I'd be very happy. Oh, our regular expeditions have gotten way more expensive than our burn expeditions now. Which is a whole thing to deal with. I guess we can go on burns. Couple of 3 of a kinds. There's a full house. 700k is still like not huge. 2 pair for 3.2 million with 2 bonus cards within it. Now you're talking. Sitting on 11 million. Alright, so burn expeditions are out. They've got red growth over them instead of green. What I need is to like get one of these to give me like a really good hand for the thumbnail. That would be ideal. Like lots of cards in play. Lots of flashy bonus stuff going on. But it's just pairs. And it's just going to keep being pairs, isn't it? I don't even know which one of our decks is best poised to do something interesting. Full house isn't bad. Straight into a flush. Like that would have been better. But I can't zoom that fast. 25 million we're sitting on now. I mean, it all looks pretty sparkly ultimately, doesn't it? Right. A little more, and we can finish off straights. That is a bunch of our expeditions finishing. Right, straights are capped out. What do we want to burn? Face cards. This is an expedition. Just getting rid of mostly. Why would I ever remove that? That's a horrendous card to offer me for removal. Alright, that's done. Sitting on 26 million. 3 minutes left till the hour. $41 million to upgrade high card. We're a third of the way to our 1 billion. But our rate of growth has really slowed down. What do we need for this? 300 million. Basically as much as we've learned. There's the one I would like to have seen for a thumbnail or something. That would have been great. I mean, I can zoom in, but it won't be as crispy. Like, the resolution on these is great. Alright, well, we're coming up to the hour. I could just keep grinding it out to get to the billion. But I think we've kind of gotten the gist of what's going on here. Haven't we? Like, incremental games are so weird how they just kind of tickle your brain with going, alright, here's a bigger number. Here's a bigger number getting there slightly faster than the previous big number was. Do you want to see a bigger number? How about another bigger number? And that's just what's going on in my brain all the time. $1.5 million straight up there. 1.2 million full house. Problem is, I think the expeditions and stuff are so expensive that, and they take so long that any real attempt at deck fixing is just going to take so long, you know? Oh, 410 million now. And then my brain goes, well, we're nearly at $500 million, which is halfway there to $1 billion, so just keep going, you know? It really gets in my head. Because it does not feel like I've been sat here for an hour just watching hands flip over and over and over. And, like, I have to assume that in the full version of the game, if this is 10 hands, that'd be 20 hands, like 28 hands or something, if we can keep bringing them down. So what's this one worth now? Flipped hands at 360. 400% more from auto flips. I mean, we've nearly upgraded all of the hands. I just can't look away. I'm like, I should go and do something else. I've got a million other things to play with. I'm like, look at the flashy lights. Straight flush, 14 million. I don't even think that had any modifiers in it. I had a Jack 10 to help get there, but otherwise, just a natural straight flush. Like, in all of the high cards we've played, we've earned 11 million. That one straight flush was 14 million. And we haven't even seen a royal flush yet. $41 mil, 29 mil, 32. Right, flushes and straights are both capped out now. Four of a kind, 7 mil. And then we're going to cross that $500 million mark any moment now. He says, watching the 7.1k high cards roll in. Alright, fresh round of expeditions. Since we can now afford them again. They'll be done in 2 minutes now instead of, what was 3 at the start, I think, give or take. Yeah, it can't be that much longer to get to 1 billion, right? Right? Can't afford any upgrades on the tree. I still can't believe that these go to out of 100. Seems wild. And it'd be what, an extra 1,000% more? Upgrade 2 pairs. We need 31 million for full houses. We could do that. We could do that. Like, if I ever cover incremental games outside of demos, how does your brain know when to stop? Because there aren't runs, it just keeps going forever, and then you just have to pick an arbitrary moment to go, alright, we'll stop that for today. But my brain can't do it. Nine through queen. 9 through queen with a multiplier. 4 with a multiplier. 4 through jack. An epic jack. Fancy 7. Fancy 2. Fancy 5. Fancy 3. All of the numbers. Yeah, we got through the last 100 million in like a few minutes. So the next 400 million shouldn't take that long, he said, famously. Alright, full houses are capped. Keep incrementing my hands for value. Yeah, now we're at 7.8 million flush. Love it. Yeah, the high cards are just very bad comparatively these days. Like, one good flush or full house is like 5 minutes worth of high cards. He guesstimated wildly. $650 million of billion. What do we want out of these now next? We get 7.2 million flush. Love to see it. 1.3 million for a basic straight is very nice. More for 4 of a kind. 63 million for capping out 4 of a kind. Go on, show me big hands. Big hands, no whammies. Full house, 2 million for a straight. $9 million to upgrade one of those. I just wish there was a button that was just like, just buy whatever the cheapest thing is, so I can just keep spamming the cheapest purchases available to me at any given moment. But now we're at 700 billion. That was only another 3 minutes. So like 5 or 6 minutes we should finish. Takes the last 15 minutes what it took the first hour to do. 19 million for that straight, times 27x. That's what you want to see. Right, show me something incredible. You know you want to. I need it. Put it in my veins. That's not a bad one. Full house, 9.3 million. With a lot going on. $750 million spent. Upgrade pairs. Basic straight. Come on, show me the weird and wonderful. Still haven't seen any evidence of whether you can or cannot hit 5 of a kind. An expedition ready? No, it's a different noise. Oh, is the upgrades ready? 98 million, 41 million, 163, 100, 98. By the time we can afford, like, some of those, we're going to be done. Crossed 800 million now. And basically just kick back and relax till we cross 1 billion. And then I assume it will go, congratulations, you win, or something. I don't know. These things could just go on forever, I guess. What one's scoring the most? This guy's scoring 150k a second. It's by far our highest. This one's 100k, that one's 115k, that's 100k. They must have some of the best cards in them. That straight 7.9 million for that straight. Go on, show me something incredible to justify your being 150k per second. Do it. Do it now. No, you don't want to. That would have been better. 72 million. But these things costing 10 million a go. We spent through it fast. 16.8 million for 4 of a kind. 100 million left to go. Won't take long. Part of me wonders if I should have held out for 300 million to get the card hands to 7 size. But 5 million here, 4 million there. Four of a kind, 2.8 million. We just need 60 million more. So, won't be long now. Quarter mil for 2 pair. $50 million more. That could be like 4 really good hands. Straight for 2.3 million. Straight for 1.1 million. $25 million to go. Can't afford any upgrades. Just the auto bonuses. But they eat through our money in no time. 14 million a pop. 15 million to go. What's going to happen when we get to 1 billion? That's the real question. Any second now. Is it going to jump scare me with something? A clown or a big menu? What? You actually made money in here? Yeah, because I'm good at poker. This ain't even okay, I see what you did there. Selling me out now? You thought I would just let you leave? Okay, fine. You can go for now, but you should come back later for more fun. Alright, it opened the wishlist page over in my browser, but we got there. Total 1 billion. So now my brain can let it go. So if you want to check it out for yourself, there'll be a link down in the description. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.